For your response, Senator from Tarlac. And then with respect to the second phrase that I wanted to dive into, immediately executory. So sinabi to dun sa desisyon, and then I think the Senate President mentioned it also, that in their press briefing just yesterday, the Supreme Court stated that to recall, on July 25, 2025, the Supreme Court granted the petition to dismiss the fourth impeachment complaint against Vice President Duterte in a 13-02 decision with the justices present voting unanimously, and Associate Alfred Benjamin Caguioa inhibiting, and Associate Justice Maria Filomena Singh on leave. The Supreme Court en banc ruled that the impeachment complaint was void for violating the one-year ban and due process requirements. This decision is immediately executory. Inulit pa nila sa press briefing nila. So sa akin lang po, parang nahihirapan ako as a lawyer and a lawyer in the Senate to say that they did not intend it to be immediately executory, because they said this knowing that there already was a motion for recon and knowing that we are going to have this discussion today, because we made this date public, that on this day we will have this discussion. So again, I'm trying hard to see how, other than disposing of the case using our residual powers following the instructions of the Supreme Court, we can further debate this issue. That is my dilemma, dear colleagues, Mr. President.
May I offer an answer, Mr. President?
Of course.
Pasensya na po kayo kung gagamit po ako ng paghahalimbawa. Nung pong kayo po ay medyo bata-bata po, Madam Senator, meron pong lumigaw sigurado sa inyo. Yung
Huwag na
unang lumigaw sa inyo
yung
talagang...
diskusyon na yun. Mahaba ko ito, mas mahaba po sa debate ng impeachment.
Ganito po yun eh. Tinapat nyo talaga. Ayaw nyo magtagal pa yun eh. At tama naman po yung ginawa ninyo. Ipinakita nyo sa kanya, pinaramdam nyo sa kanya talagang wala siyang maasahan kaysa mapagod pa siya. Pero ang sabi niya sa inyo, ang sabi po niya sa inyo, pwede bang ako kahit paano idadalaw-dalaw pa rin? Parang nag-MR. Nasa sayo yan, but that will not change my mind. Ganon din po yun eh. Ang Korte Suprema, sa ganitong, Mr. President, the very tenor of the decision, kahit na po sinabi niyang, sige, nasa sayo. Formality na lamang po yun, Mr. President. You are a trial lawyer too. Most of us here became trial lawyers. This is our experience. Huwag po nating pahirapan yun. Sana man lang kung ang decision po 8-7. Yun po pwede nating pagtalunan po Wala po talaga Mr. President.
If I may, Mr. President, and I think that was a good analogy. Thank you for that. Napaisip niyo ako doon. I think what's interesting with His Honor's analogy is there are people, there's the public, I don't know, millions of people would like to understand ano ba yung final na kasong yun, may evidence ba? And totoo yan, di ba? Hindi natin matatanggal yun. So in the same way, yung manliligaw na walang pag-asa, gusto din niyang malaman na ano ba yung chances, ano ba yung nangyari, bakit ba meron kang ganitong conclusion, can I convince you otherwise? I think that's what His Honor is trying to say. And I think the public really want to know. Let the record show na tawang-tawa po si Senator Bato sa likod. And we really want to know, sino ba namang may ayaw malaman kung merong isang public official na naakusahan ng katiwalian? Lahat po tayo interesado doon whether mahal mo yung taong yon, whether galit ka sa taong yon, you want to know the truth. Kasi kung naniniwala ka na innocent yung taong yon, gusto mong mapatunayan niya na innocent siya. At kung galit ka sa taong yon, gusto mong mapatunayan na guilty siya, di ba? But, meron tayong kinikilalang Supreme Court na nagsasabing, hindi nga dumaan sa tamang proseso. So kumbaga siguro sa example nyo, baka hindi dumaan sa tatay ko, hindi nagpaalam ng maayos. Di wala naman akong choice, kundi sabihin na wala kang pag-asa. Baka naman may pag-asa, pero I have to follow the rules of my father's house na hindi dumaan sa tamang proseso. So doon ho tayo babalik, and as a lawyer, I have to say this na yun nga, we are governed by laws. And in as much as gusto ko rin malaman, bothered ho ako sa mga gantong okasyon. The other day, our colleagues, merong privileged speech tungkol sa kalokohan dun sa paggagawa ng mga flood control. Gusto natin malaman, di ba? Ngayon, pagka yun na-discuss sa sa media, okay na, media siya. Pero walang papupuntahan yun kasi you should go to the proper process. May process yan sa halls of the Senate. We have hearings in aid of legislation, and then magre-recommend tayo na ma-ombudsman yan. So may proseso tayo. So yun ho siguro yung pinapatunguhan, dun ho papunta ang aking conclusion na in as much as the public deserves to know, because we all deserve to know, we also have to follow the process. And I share this with everyone kasi ang hirap lang talaga ng sitwasyon natin kung hindi tayo makikinig sa Supreme Court. Meron tayo in the Senate, Congress, we have our duties as co-equal bodies. Ang duties po namin kasama ang pagsiyasat ng budget ng lahat ng agency. So pati Supreme Court, budget niya, tinitingnan. Lahat ng Regional Trial Court, tinitingnan natin ang budget. That's our job.